So let me ask you, the film was 36 years ago. And I know obviously you were a kid when you were filming it, but could you have realized the impact at the time? Did anybody have any clue what was potentially going to happen with this film?
No.
And
No,
where we
this
are today
is
with it?
this is winning the lotto. I mean, realistically,
Yeah.
you know, no special effects, no big stars, no ad campaign. This is a film that, for all intents and purposes, was never supposed to be made. This was a labor of love between Bob Clark and Gene Shepard. And, you know, Bob had done, you know, Children Don't Play with Dead Things, and he had done the other horror movie with Margot Kidder, and I can't think of the name of it now, and it should be shot, but Black Christmas. And all. Then he does Porky's, okay? And Porky's makes so much money. I mean, it was, I think it was a $2 million budget film, and it did like $106 million back then, when tickets were $3 and $4 a ticket, not 18. And they were like, you got to do Porky's too. He goes, absolutely, right after I do A Christmas Story. What's that? Well, it's this film. That's great. Do Porky's too, and then do the, oh no. Because he knew right then and there he had all the juice and all the power to get his movie made. Otherwise, this film, MGM, forget it, never gets done. And so then it was budget. You know, he wanted a whopping $5 million for Christmas Story for the budget. That's not even Chris Helmsworth's monthly paycheck now, okay? They wouldn't give it to him. They would only give him $4 million. So Bob said, okay, and turned over his directing and producing fee back to MGM to buy into the film, to have a piece of ownership of the film. Never should have been made, let alone what happens. And everything is timing, everything happens for a reason. So Christmas Story gets made, it gets finished, they're gonna put it out. No big ad campaign, no whatever. They opened it up on, I think, November 20th. And it gets, you know, 3 weeks before the big Christmas film, which, believe it or not, I think was like Rambo 3 that year. So we had 400 theaters, then it was like 800, then it was like 1,400, and then the fourth week it was 200 because Rambo and the other ones came out and it was all gone. So then it sits, you know, for all these years. It did VHS, 17 different ways on VHS, okay, fine. And, you know, again, things crazy happen. Ted Turner decides he wants to expand TCM and buy the MGM library. MGM needed money, they're willing to sell most of their library. So he buys an exorbitant amount of films, and he needs 2 movies to finish the package. I know this because, believe it or not, my first cousin was married to the head of Turner Entertainment. The guy that ran the show at Turner Entertainment was married to my first cousin. I know the whole story. So, Ted Turner's assistant for 20-something years knows that he needs a couple movies. Says, have you ever seen A Christmas Story? No, what's that? What does she do? Brings in her VHS copy. Ted Turner and Jane Fonda sat in the office and watched Christmas Story. And went, this is a lovely movie. Sure. $250,000. That's what they paid for it. That's what Warner Brothers, Turner Entertainment paid for it.
$250,000.
That's it.
And now it's
Lock, stock, and
24
barrel.
hours a day.
Lock, stock, and barrel.
Wow.
They get the movie, and Ted Turner says to us, well, what should we do with it? We got it now. And apparently she thought about it for a couple of days, said, why don't we try a marathon? You know, they did it with The Wizard of Oz. It worked the first year. It didn't really work after that, and that was the end of that. Then they did it with It's a Wonderful Life, and it went 2 years, and that was the end of that. Well, they sort of looked at it, if we run it for 1 or 2 years, we'll make back more than what we paid for it.
Yeah.
So then for the rest of the time, we're into it nothing, and we can DVD it on 17 Blu-ray and every other whatever. Okay, fine. So they run it, does okay. I will do it again. 96 was the first marathon. 97, the ratings go up. 98, the ratings go up. By 99, it's getting 20-something million viewership, which is unheard of for a film that's 15 years old already. That's been on VHS 12 different ways. Beta, VHS, Quasar, DVD. Now they're making money. Now they get sponsorships. You know, Kodak was a sponsor of the 24-hour. I think 1 year Toshiba was a sponsor. 1 year, I think Ford was a sponsor of the marathon. This is millions of dollars. These people are just given them. They have nothing into the film. So where it started was this labor of love, and where it ended up now is, you know, considered one of the greatest Christmas movies of all time, and we love it, and, you know, somebody says, did you, yeah. Do you know the lotto numbers this week? Because I don't, but I'd like to, you know.